This video is going to be a tutorial showing you how to make a roll out of paper. You'll need glue, scissors, and of course, paper. I'm going to start by cutting a thin strip from the side of my paper. Go ahead and get your scissors and cut along with me. I'm gonna come over to the edge and I'm gonna cut a straight line all the way down. If you're worried that maybe your line won't be straight, you can get something that is straight and you can trace it onto your paper. And then cut the line that you made, or you can just cut free. It doesn't have to be precise. So you can see that I have one strip of paper. And in order to roll it, I'm going to take one side and roll it over and tuck the end so that it meets here to make a circle. That is how easy it is to make a roll. But you'll notice that as soon as I let go of it, it flies open. So I need to be able to glue my roll together. And I find that it's easiest to take my glue and come to the end of my strip of paper, put some glue at the end of the paper, and then now I can roll this part over, pinch, and because I'm using a glue stick, look at that, I didn't do a great job lining it up, but that's okay because it's glue stick. I can kind of squish and slide it so that it's even. Pinch, and I'm gonna hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I'm using just drawing paper, computer paper, it's really thin, it doesn't need a lot of glue. If you're using a thicker paper, you might need a little bit more. So now, no hands and my roll does not pop open. If you let go of it and it pops open, you might not have put enough glue or you might have put too much glue. If it's really wet and sliding with glue, pinch it again for another 10 seconds. And that is how easy it is to make a roll. And hey, it even rolls. If you want to make a roll that's a different size, you can make them smaller by using a shorter piece of paper or longer by using a longer piece of paper. I've made kind of a medium-sized roll. I'm going to cut my paper the other way, and I'm going to get a little bit longer piece of paper this time and maybe make it even skinnier. And you know what? This time I'm not going to even bother with drawing a straight line. I'm just going to do my best to cut it as straight as possible by looking at my eyes and keeping my eyes straight ahead with my scissors. Okay, that one's much skinnier than the first one, so you can make them different widths. I'll move my paper over, and same as before, you can fold it over, kind of guess where you want the size to be. If I wanted this to be much smaller or bigger, it depends on how much I overlap. The less I overlap, the bigger it's going to be. The more I overlap it, the smaller it's going to be. So maybe I'll make a small one this time. Again, put your glue on one end. And then if I want to make it small, I'm going to roll it over so that it overlaps a lot. Pinch. And then that part that overlaps, I could cut it off or just leave it like it is or glue it down. And that is a slightly smaller roll than the first one I made. So you can control the size of your roll by making it wider, narrower, and you can make them small by having a shorter piece of paper or overlapping more, and you can make them bigger with a longer piece of paper. That's how you make a roll with paper.